Hello everybody, Eddie hates karaoke here, cause I just suck at singing. But what if, stay with me here, what if I found a random Japanese schoolboy to teach me how to sing so I could avoid Yakuza karaoke party losing punishments? That's exactly what this show is. It's called Let's Go Karaoke, from the summer 2025 anime season, adapting a manga from Yama Wayama, brought to us by Studio Doga Kabo. They have worked on Oshinoko, that one Russian girl anime, and more. It aired for 5 episodes, pretty unusual, but it's adapting a single manga volume, so it tracks, and the 5th episode was actually an anime original, but we'll get more into that later. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda cool. I love the premise of Yakuza members doing goofy shit. Hell, I play Yakuza, that's like half the damn game. But yeah, that's kind of the show. You got the main character Satsumi, who is goated at singing, but he's aging, puberty exists, voice cracks exist, ass cracks exist, and his self-confidence is dwindling. On the other hand, we've got Narita, a gangster, who, like I alluded to, needs to get better at singing and fast. His Yakuza group holds competitions for karaoke, and whoever does the worst, whoever loses, has to get a tattoo on them from the boss. Most likely being a super embarrassing tattoo. So bro's desperate and asks for him to be a singing teacher, and things ensue. The unlikely dynamic works quite well. Heck, even the contrast of their arcs are kind of funny to me. You got, I don't want to get a tattoo versus inner turmoil. But it works out with our main character getting advice from Narita at times, and just generally having someone to talk to at all is helpful. And overall, it's extremely absurd, yet really funny, dry humor. There's moments where Satsumi has to interact with Yakuza he doesn't know. There's also some pretty heavy moments, especially towards the original manga portion finale, but I won't spoil all that. It's just that they lead into that is done quite well. For the music, it's kind of awesome. They use hella real licensed songs, giving the real karaoke vibe. I can't imagine that being allowed to use those songs was easy, unless considered like a cover or something, but regardless, it was still cool that they did that. And hearing those sang was a mixture of pleasure, emotion, and once again, funniness. A favorite of mine, I'll try and show the clip unless YouTube fucks me, but here's a random Yakuza member attempting to sing Usewa by Otto. You see what I mean? There's way more where that came from. I'm surprised this show got as deep as it did within its runtime for its premise, which leads to episode 4, the original manga's ending, wrapping up neatly and on a emotional note, I should say. The anime original episode 5 serves mostly as Narita's backstory, but also a small epilogue for both the mains. And it's cool. I just wanted to note that the original author did not write it, but was involved, and it was going off stuff she already had in mind for the story anyways, so still a W, still quite canon. I think you could probably consider this manga canon. I haven't read the manga, but maybe if you have read the manga and are a fan, maybe just check out that episode just to see. And, you know, if you don't like it, you can decide your own canon. But it does feel very more like a special OVA type of thing than the true ending, which was episode 4, like narratively. But at the same time, it does have a very set ending note as well. So I don't know how to feel about the episode overall, especially after waiting a month for it. I didn't forget about the series, obviously, but, you know, when you're done watching something, and it's just on to the next one. And then, oh yeah, one more episode after a month. I don't know. I also wanted to note, when it comes to these two and how they get along throughout the series, it starts off very bromance-ish. Towards the end, it's a lot more teetering on the BL teasing kind of scale, which I like BL as much as the next person, but considering the age gap, this wouldn't have been my thing personally, but that's anime. And like I said, they don't cross that line or anything, just more the vibes of certain moments. You can kind of tell when you're watching a series and how the characters gaze into each other's eyes and whatnot. I don't really care if they wanted to do that, but it just didn't seem necessary here or really part of the story, more just like the author's barely disguised fetish sort of deal. But while researching for this review, I found out there was a sequel manga, and apparently the BL undertones are even stronger there, so maybe it was deliberate. I don't know. I'll just keep my mouth shut on this one until I read the sequel, but I can't imagine they'll sell me on shipping it because, like I said, it's just not my type of ship. But for just this first series in a bubble, it's cool, it's funny, it's fun, I like music, I like good singers, I like bad singers, and this delivered on all those fronts. So not bad. I would recommend it if you want to steal a little time, if not just to listen to the bad covers. And it's really short, so there's not much commitment. It's 5 episodes. I feel like most people have the 3 episodes and drop it rule. That's already most of the series, so you might as well just finish it at that point, even if you don't like it. I don't know. But that's enough for me. Real short review today. To be fair, it's a real short series. I was originally going to talk about each song and all this other stuff, but I was like, you know what? The series ended in like September. We're in January. I'm just going to yap for a bit. And that's it. I can't promise, however, review the manga and its sequel. It doesn't seem like I like the sequel too much off of what I read, because it seems like it's very tonally different. It is not a Let's Go Karaoke 2. It is a very different thing. But you never know. Maybe I'll peep someday just out of morbid curiosity. But how will you ever know if I peep it unless you subscribe? Okay, man, let's outro this bitch. What did you think of Let's Go Karaoke? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you live by the karaoke? Do you die by the karaoke? Let me know in the comments. What anime or manga or novel or visual novel or fucking, I don't know, the foot fetish review account on Reddit would you like me to review next or talk about next, or even just, I don't know, talk to you in the comments about next? Let me know. That was not a planned part of this review. That was not in the script. Bye.